nothing really, nothing over the top special or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just because I mean, my mom and dad's right there.
Yeah.
Our mom and dad's right there. I mean, it's not like we don't get to vibe with each other and see each other. So it's like we'll do a little something, probably go down, hang out with them for a little while, and just whatever.
Yeah.
But nothing, nothing over the top. We might maybe I don't know if they want to. We might fire the grill up and maybe burn a couple cheeseburgers or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's later. And by the way, I'm off camera, but you can still hear me when I
It's
talk.
the Wizard of Tommy.
And pay attention to the man behind
the Wizard of Tea.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
It's the Wizard of Sweet Tea.
I added the new page.
All right, cool, man. Welcome to GuyNShine. This is GuyNShine, Labor Day edition. Yeah, we were just kicking off this new channel. We invite y'all to go to @GuyNShine. That's where all the community members can gather in one chat. You will find us on every individual page. But if you would like to be part of the whole community, then we encourage you to please come over and jump in the chat @GuyNShine, and you'll be able to, chat with the whole, you'll be able to be with the whole community. It's a place instead of just being at one channel or the other channel and having to, and some of you guys are really awesome about trying to jump back and forth or split time. And I know that's difficult. Like when I go to support like Brother Clint, Sister Minna, like I'll try to make a late show that they do. The problem is that whichever one I start with might be the one that that gets all, because I'm probably either going to fall asleep, something like that, because it's at that time in the night where I'm usually starting to kindly mellow back, and then I'll sit there and listen. And I'll feel my eyes start doing that. No, I'll start.
That's what
my
happened
head.
to me when I was listening to you guys after we were on We Be Jamming.
Yeah.
You guys are sitting there to fall asleep.
Yeah,
it was awful distracting though with that tutu. I tell you, the dreams I had that night.
I tell you. Yeah, you don't have to send me no welcome or anything. You don't have to.
Cards already in the mail, bud.
Yeah, that's
we had our kind of celebration up here. Most people do it on the Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So last night was pretty cool. I got to do something I haven't done.
Yeah, you was late texting me back. Well, like, look, I had just got off live, dude. I done a 4-hour live stream last night jamming. Dude, we had like 47 people in the house for a while.
Oh, that's wicked. I was doing that. Dude, I was doing that out in the real world, man. I showed up at this.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude. There was a box player, a banjo player.
That is stellar. Well, I was just telling them, and you can vouch for me. That's what I was talking about with brother, because I didn't care about whose channel they were coming from, because Clint was on hanging out, Brandon Palm Beach was on hanging out, Tommy was on hanging out. Yeah. And, they had started streaming to their pages, but it's like I have played at bars where I would have been tickled to death if there would have been 50 people in it, man. Like sincerely, I had so, that's awesome, dude, that there's nothing makes you feel any better, is there?
No, there isn't, man. There really isn't. Like it had been. Like I said, it's been at least like 10 years since I had an opportunity to do that. And when it's impromptu, you know what I mean? When you don't know it's going to happen.
Yeah. That's even better.
Yeah. And I got to play some nice guitars that weren't mine, which was even better.
That's even better. That's even better. Yeah, I'm with you on that. That's even better.
Steak, big old tomahawk steak being passed around, playing the guitar, man. Like, woo.
Well, at least it sounds like it was, like cool people that you happened up on, man. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I'm pumped because it's like, that's one thing. Like, I don't know. I'd say like over the last few years, like, kind of like got less social. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just you get into life, and there was a lot of things that happened for a lot of people, obviously, with the vid, call it that. And after that, it was, it kind of like you'd see a person here or there, but last night was it was cool, man. Like it was just everybody let their hair down and played songs, man. It was awesome. Really awesome.
That is cool, man. That is cool. Hey, we got this new place here in our town that apparently they're doing live music, and there's been some pretty good artists coming in or going to be coming in. It's called the Wayfair.
Oh yeah.
My wife and I think she said it was her and her mom and maybe Guy. I can't remember exactly who it was, but they went there and had food, but there wasn't no. She said there wasn't nobody jamming or nothing, but they just opened up, man. So that might be a pretty cool little venue. It's just a few miles out the road here.
Yeah, with definitely enough talent in the area. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. So, and they're bringing in some pretty good acts. It seems like, you know what I mean, like people that are, I guess bigger named or have a little bit of a foothold or whatever. So, I'm hoping that it does. I'm hoping that it does a little something. I'm going to go out and just I'm not going to go push up on nobody, but I am gonna go push up on some people and be like, hey, what's going on? Hey, what y'all got going on out here?
Yeah, who's the man in charge?
Who runs this joint?
Because it's about to be me.
Because I'm
You gotta have that over the top confidence.
Yeah. But I am gonna go check them out, man. And I encourage anybody that's in my area here in Virginia, go check out the Wayfair. It's just opened up. It's on the back of the Dragon. Here in Tazewell County, man. So shout out to you guys. I hope y'all do well. And
Bring live
if you want to give me a free
back.
meal for shouting you out, that's fine. I take meals. I work for food. Yeah. I do work. I will. I will work for food.
And a drive home.
and a drive home.
Yeah.
Or maybe just give me one of them places right across the street there. Right there at that one little spot. Y'all know where I'm talking about. That's fine too.
Yeah.
That's fine too. We're not picky. We're not picky. No. Why make me have to drive the 4 miles to get back home? I could stay later if you just let me stay right across the street.
There you go.
Yeah. Right. I'd like that corner room up in that, y'all know where I'm talking about.
I ain't ever gonna leave here. No.
the one that overlooks, I know where I'm talking.
Right.
But yeah, man, I'm really kind of I'm excited about that. Not for just myself personally, but for my little town. That's a cool little addition. Like, okay, man, if y'all nurture this thing right, you might could have a pretty cool pretty cool little adventure right here, man.
Well, that's the thing, man. Just getting live music on the go again. Like, it's interesting because like a lot of that's kind of gone by the wayside. Even here in a city that's got over almost 2 million people, there are not many live venues anymore, right? Like you still got your dances or bars or whatever you want to call them that play like DJ music, but not many venues, unless it's a bigger venue and it's a bigger act coming to town, right? But for like the people starting out in the mid-range, not so much. So I'm glad to hear they're bringing it back in your area. That's nice.
Yeah, it is. And dude, when I say like man, we don't have a lot right here in my little spot. So, I encourage. I'm saying I thank y'all for opening the business. Now I'm gonna say to my town, now let's make sure we get out there and support them when we can.
Yeah.
And let's push this kind of stuff up. Because the social media is great. This is a great way to make contacts. I was just talking about that with it being Labor Day, and I think it was Karen Suki that I had turned a moderator on my channel because Clint knows that she come from Gen X and Clint. I knew had seen the channel and all this, and I knew. So, but I'd made the comment, man, it's about networking. It's about meeting people. Well, on here, that's the way it makes it easy to do that. Well, you still have to do that in the street in real life. And for, young musicians and I'm not young, but musicians, it's a way to go out there and get to jam with other people. Get to meet other folks that like to just play music, man. That whether whether you ever played at that particular spot don't matter. You might meet somebody that you're like, hey, y'all want to jam on an evening in a week's time or something. Yep. So it's just cool, man. It's cool. And I hope that our little town, I hope everybody overwhelms them with love and just goes out and supports, man, as often as we can. Maybe even leave this thing at home.
Yeah, you know what? That it's funny you bring that up because like I mean, from the time we left here yesterday, which would have been around like 6 o'clock, and like you said, returned around 2, that thing was in the car the whole time. I didn't find it till this morning, and it was dead because I couldn't find my charger. So it was good to just be immersed in like the actual situation that's happening without like everybody. Because once one starts doing that, it's almost like a chain reaction, right? You'll see another person start doing it, and like I like to be in the moment. That's usually one of the things that I get picked on the most about. It's like, you never take any pictures of any of the things you do or places you go. I'm like, no, because I want to be there while I'm doing it. It's the last thing on my mind, just to have that thing out. Looking through it. So
I'm encouraging everyone to go to @GuyNShine. If you're here at my channel at Creating Change, you can go to @GuyNShine, where everyone is able to be in the same chat. So I'm encouraging you, if you would like to go there where you can hang out with the whole community, then please go to @GuyNShine. It's right there on your banner. You can see it running across the screen. It's a shared page by him and myself, Shine, myself, and a little bit of Sweet Tea, brother Tommy Kenyon at Keeping It Real. But yeah, that's where everybody can be, together in one spot. So if you're happy where you're at, then that's fine too. We don't care where you're listening from. Welcome to GuyNShine, 11 to 1, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Eastern Standard Time. Scheduled to be shared with other things. This is the start of @GuyNShine and a little bit of Sweet Tea, a shared page between myself, Shine, and brother Tommy, where we're taking this adventure together on this channel, and it also gives our community a spot where they can where they can be in the same chat.
Is there a day?
I think it is buffered, but anyway, sorry about that.
Where y'all are gonna go solely on the new channel? Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, that's what we're trying to do, Gen X. I also see a couple of requests for Silly Girl in there.
Yes,
but yeah, that is the plan.
Right now, my theory is, and this could be wrong, and if it is, I mean, okay, so be it. If but my theory was until we do it a few times and kind of share it to every channel and kind of let everybody know, and then eventually work to just pushing to that channel when we go together like this. But right now there might be people that don't, that won't realize that it's on, that we're anyway. We're hoping that that's the way. We don't. What the hell do we know?
This is all an educated guess.
I can barely switch accounts yet, so it's like, okay,
that's funny. I got stuck on the other one. Yeah,
it's like, my belly almost flopped over the other day because I flipped it on and it was like 12 subscribers. Like, God dang, I lost 1,000. I'm like, oh, that's not it. It's like, man, whatever.
That's a rough drop.
Yeah, they're like, dang, man. Yeah, it's like, but I mean, it only makes sense, but the way, I mean, I think it would be smarter maybe in the future to go to the singular channel. But I also feel like right now, giving it enough time to make sure that all of our community knows that like, hey, man, this is where we're at. And it gives you a chance to, and I don't know that it don't hurt to have them push to other channels and at least share in there. And you're driving them over to this channel. I mean, what could that hurt?
That's the thing, right? So get everything to one place. So for anybody that doesn't know, Tommy's been dropping the link in there for the new page. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to use that, route everything there. Hello, CFM Queen. Yeah, so then we're all in one spot, and then we'll have our individual channels, but we're doing our individual things. So yeah.
But it does make sense. Like if you, I mean, I don't know that it works this way, but like, okay, you're sharing on the 3 channels, but then you're plugging and pushing everyone to that singular channel. I don't know if it's the right thing to do forever, but I feel like it's the right thing to do right now, just to try to drive.
We'll find out and report back. You know what I mean?
That's all we can do. I mean, what do we know? What do we really know? It's not like
do any of us really know.
Yeah, right. I mean, dude, You know, like
We get
if
off.
Google said it, it's like okay, that's what it said to
It
do.
must be true.
It's got to be right.
The robots wouldn't lie to us.
Oh, CFM's Queen, thank you. Sub to the new channel. That's
Thank you very
awesome.
much.
That is awesome. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, if you don't mind, subscribe and go check out one of our shorts and leave a comment. I think it helps lock that subscription in. For whatever reason, it feels like on live streams you'll get a 5-step forward and 3-step back or whatever it is. And I don't know why. I don't know if that's true. It just feels that way sometimes. But if you don't mind, at least hit the subscribe, like, and share for us. Let's get this new channel pushed out there. And right now we're pushing from all of our channels over to this one so that everybody can be in the same spot, man. It just seems cooler that way, because I've been in the same position where you're trying to jump from one channel to the other because you support both or trying to support both. And it makes more sense, man. It's easier for the community to be able to gather. That's what we want. We want to see 500 people in here just lighting it up. That's actually, I don't even like to put that number on it. However many that want to show up. 500, 5 million, 5, it don't matter. We give you the same effort either which way. And I'm most proud of us for that, Shine, because we've held a professional kind of standard in our approach to things. Whether it's one person in here, 0 people in here, we've had that effect.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, but you keep going, bro. You keep going. And it's like, so shout out to 9 people in the house. We appreciate y'all being here. You can see at GuyNShine running across your banner right there. That is our new shared page. So if you'd like to be a part of the community in a whole, we invite you to come over. But if you're happy where you're listening from, welcome to GuyNShine, 11 to 1. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Eastern Standard Time, to have some after dark hours coming soon. Once we have a schedule to share, we will be doing so. But welcome. Today, we were talking about Labor Day, and I guess in your country, it sounds like it's celebrated about the same as in ours. It's kind of like cookout, hang out, and then get ready to go to work tomorrow.
Exactly right, man.
Basically what it sounds like. So that's
the markings of fall, you know what I mean? It's kind of for us up here. It's like, all right, the weather starts to change. It's getting cooler at night and stuff. And you just kind of start ramping up for fall, winter, right? So
it does make you feel. I swear I've been feeling that way since like this last cool down spell in August right here. I told my wife and I told other people that you'll know what I'm trying to say after we get done with it, but the air felt like fall air, not summer cool air. It felt like fall cool air, and you know the difference.
Oh yeah, it's got a different smell to it and everything.
It's got a different and there was a crispness. I'd have to really heavily glue my teeth in to get to say that one.
Crispness, I believe, is
it's
what
got a
crispness.
Crispness. You know what I'm trying to say? Don't let the lack of pollen fool you. I know what the hell the word is, but
oh goodness.
But you could tell. In all honesty, you could tell the difference in the air. It was like that. Man, this feels like fall air, bro. This don't feel like summertime cool air. It felt like. Dang, man, is this supposed to frost tonight?
The window open and wake up with icicles all over your face. Like
man.
It was an extreme. It has been an extreme change. But then yesterday it was, super hot again. It was like, well, whatever. Hot for me, like 32 degrees Celsius, right? So that's hot. But then at nighttime you're getting down around like 7, 6. See,
I gotta keep reminding myself you're speaking in
Canadian.
Yeah,
I know exactly. I'm on
the Fahrenheit Celsius part.
Right,
7.
30,
that's cold, dude.
Anything above 30 is warm.
Yeah, it's pretty warm, right, Tommy? I always forget how to convert it to Fahrenheit.
20s are good.
20s or yeah, exactly.
It's like 30 degrees difference, like a 30 mark difference.
That's what I thought. Yeah, that makes
something like some. That's how I figured in my head. I don't know if it's exact. I just know that it gets
I think
me close.
that's pretty close, man.
Yeah. Let's see. We got Mila de la Prida. I think they're at the new channel. It's hard for me to tell wherever, you know what I mean, wherever. But hey, we appreciate y'all no matter what channel you're coming from. But we encourage you go to GuyNShine. You can see it running across the banner at Guy and then a capital N and then Shine.
Yep.
And you can find all the community is able to be there, and you can see everybody's comments. You can see, you can be with everybody. So we encourage you to go there and join in with the conversation. We're talking about Labor Day and just kind of hanging out today and messing with some new features. As you can see, Tommy's playing some 3-card money.
Yeah.
And
I don't know where that came from.
One of the favorite games of the show.
Yeah, I've always loved this one, Shine.
This is also one of my personal favorites. How much can you hear when
I'm just like that? I'm just. Here we go. This one's kindly fun. I ain't gonna lie. That one's fun.
Swap
I
around.
like to have GuyNShine in the 1 and 2 spot because I can just do this and just drop off, and I can still talk.
I'll tell you what, don't you now it's my turn, Zoe, man.
And there's 2 number 1 slots and only 1 number 2. Don't forget that.
That's right, and don't forget that.
1 and 2 are both the number 1s.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense.
I don't.
Some way it's weird math.
I ran out of fingers all of a sudden. It's like I don't know what the hell that meant. Not 100% on that, man. Last short about the alarm. It was needing for.
I guess I haven't figured out the Nightbot fully yet. So like any tips and tricks on the commands aren't working right.
We're trying.
Well,
Yeah,
welcome
to GuyNShine with a little sweet tea.
Yeah,
but we figured it out.
Where our logo is. We're trying.
Yeah. We're here.
We're trying.
That's what
Happy Labor Day.
Helps you figure it out.
Let's bring up. We had a request for "Silly Girl." Let's bring up Brother Shine's song "Silly Girl."
Sure.
Let's see, where is it? Yeah, right there it is. Yeah, this is Brother Shine with his song "Silly Girl." We appreciate y'all being here. If you're at the new channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, push for us, please. We would appreciate it. But we thank you no matter what channel you're from, no matter where you're hearing us from, no matter where in the world you're from. It's Labor Day here for us in Canada and here in the United States where I'm at. But whatever it is, good vibes to all of y'all. We appreciate you being here. This is GuyNShine 11 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Thank you, guys.
It's for you, sweetie. All right. Where did you come from, silly girl? I know I just met you, but I can't seem to get you out of my head, out of my head. My favorite song was playing, shaking your hips with little invitation. We were locking lips and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, I can't even find a pen so I can see your poison. breathed you in. And just like my favorite things, you disappear in the end. The end. And as the band was winding down, I couldn't seem to find you in the crowd of faces. Then out of nowhere, you appear without one question. Yeah, we disappeared, and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, can't even find the words to tell you how much you blew my mind. Gave me your poison, and I breathed it in. But just like my favorite things, you disappear in the end. The end. The end. It's just the beginning. Well, you know I won't forget you, no matter how hard I try. I can't even find a pen so I could see you again. Give me your poison, and I breathed you in. But just like my favorite things, you disappear. Yeah. The end. The end. The end. True story. I hope you're still out there.
Mysteries. No mysteries. No mysteries.
Have good genes too.
Hey.
Yeah, you know, little pick me up before we get going.
Yeah. I love it, dude.
little something, you know.
No
Just to get Labor Day kicked off.
Yeah, let's get it going. Now,
You're welcome, neighbors.
6,500 watt speaker pumping out this front door right now.
Really legit, like, hey, neighbors, how you doing? Gen X said, "Love me some silly girl, man." That's cool.
Thanks, man.
That's cool, man.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Forgot I was watching YouTube. Millie De La Prida, that's the best compliment that you could ever say. We appreciate that. Thank you very much. We
Yep.
appreciate everyone being here. Thank you. This is Guy and Shine, 11 to 1, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Eastern Standard Time. We're launching our new channel with Brother Tom, a little sweet tea. It's a shared opportunity for us and a shared opportunity for our community members. You'll be able to find it at GuyNShine. All of the community is able to see everybody's chat. You're not in ones or the others trying to jump back and forth.
Yep.
So we would just appreciate it if you would come over and be a part of the T crew. Everybody's here, just gathered as good vibes. We're trying to get this thing going in the right way, where everybody can gather together, and it's also a shared adventure. That way, everybody's got some personal vendetta, or not personal vendetta, but personal stake. It's about all of us.
Absolutely.
And for us as a community, it's about all of us. So, I hope that our actions speak louder than words. I tell you, we're not here to teach you anything, because we don't pontificate about what we think we know. What we're doing is we're showing you in real time what we're doing. Like, if it works, it works. If it don't, you know what? You're a part of the ride. You'll know too.
Yeah, exactly.
And once again in my life, I'll be able to say, well, hell, I can tell you what not to do.
Yeah. Or maybe what to do.
Or I might look around and then find something to tell you that you might want to do.
Might get a W in here somewhere. You know what I mean?
There could be. I'm waiting. Lord. No.
Lord knows we've been patient.
We've been patient. But it's like, that's truly, like, that's how we've done it. Like we can't say it no better. Like we started on here to show y'all, ain't nobody can jump out and eat you when you make mistakes and your sound's messed up and your camera's not right. And maybe we talk for 30 minutes and don't realize we're muted.
Yeah.
We have done that.
Yes, we have.
Totally done that. Not just alone, but together too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I spent a whole hour trying to figure out why I couldn't see me and nobody else could see me. His little slide thing.
Yeah. But the audio was great. I mean,
audio was fantastic that time.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have paid more attention to where the settings were. And that was one of those that but that's the best way that you can as a new channel for us, man. What other way could we approach it, bro? We couldn't come at nobody and say, well, look, this is what you need to do, and I tell you do this and do. How the hell would we know? We're starting a new channel too.
There was a lot of figuring to do, man. Especially like once we started wanting to play music and stuff. That was that obstacle was a minute to get together. We
had to suck.
Yeah. For a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Because let's be honest, dude. We had to take some harsh feedback.
Yeah.
Like, not harsh, but like honest feedback. Like, yo, your sound like something's feedback or something ain't right or something, Well, that's what we needed. We needed to know that so that we didn't keep doing the wrong thing and think that we're okay.
Well, that's it. Because like how we hear it, like that was, I don't notice that so much anymore. Maybe it's just because we're able to do it smoother. But like, remember at the beginning with StreamYard, it was like, man, like, why does it sound okay to us? But like when people are hearing it out there, it was like, they could hear a high pitched whistle or something like that.
Excuse me.
So it's nice to have that stuff worked out, because I did watch a couple of the playbacks last week, and I was like, man, like straight across the board, the sound was pretty good. So
yeah,
happy with that,
dude. I'm totally happy with it, man. And like I say, it's one of those things for us. I think in a year, another year from now, we're going to be able to look at our community that we build here at GuyNShine, and we've also integrated our own communities into this.
Yep.
We'll be able to see the fruits of our efforts.
Absolutely, yeah.
It'll be I think that we'll be able to look back on our time and say, well, you know what, we really did like do a service for people, because we showed people like this is how you start. This is what you do. You just
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, man. And I mean, like going back to the beginning, like just taking a chance on like if it is something you want to do and you come across somebody in a chat like this, like that's literally how me and Guy met.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt.
You know what I
That's
mean?
the God's fact.
Yeah, and it started from there. So,
And me and Tommy the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
Started
So-
off in a chat room, or just like connecting,
Yep.
each other's pages and stuff, and just but sincerely watching each other's stuff and kind of keeping up along the way for the last several months or first few months, and then next thing you know, here we are doing this together. So I think that, I just hope it's encouraging to you guys if you're out there seeking something different, or if you have questions about, how to approach certain things. The biggest thing we can tell you is just start trying.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be things that we can tell you all that. Like I can show you, I've got a son that's trying to learn to play guitar, and I have to keep reminding myself that very, very little, give him a little, because I'm the kind of dude, I want to give it all to you.
Yeah.
I want you to have everything I've got. I want you to be able to like get in my brain and see the patterns I'm looking at and see how I see it. But then I have to back up and say, well, wait a minute. I've got to give this to him in little doses. Well, that's what you and I have done on our little excursion with this thing. We have in little doses upped our game, learned new things, found new ways of doing stuff, figured out different approaches to things, right in front of everybody. And it wouldn't have never happened backstage.
No.
Never would have happened backstage.
No.
Now I feel like we've got a crew member on here that I would like to do some behind the scenes, some behind the stage stuff with all of us, with us fellas, just sitting and hanging out. And then record it as we're doing it.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea, and I'll share with whom it came from once I know that they don't mind me doing that.
Yep.
But I think that is one of those. Look at what the
Look at who's down there.
Yeah, dang! Look at this! Look at that!
Hello.
Look at that!
Look at who's here.
I had to come up. I ain't been on stage with Shine in a while. I was like, I'm gonna take 5 minutes. I'm gonna pop up there.
I put you where you can cheek to cheek with him if you want.
Yeah.
Let's just, hey, we can melt our faces together.
Yeah.
That'd be wild. That'd be wild.
Face melter. How you doing, man?
Hey, pretty good, brother. How you doing, man? Good to see you back.
Yeah, good to be back. Doing good, man. Doing great, actually. Yeah. No complaints here, man. Yeah.
Hey, I was just saying right as you come on, brother Clinton, I'll let you expound if you would like to, but I really do like the idea of us fellas having something that I'd say us fellas, but I mean we're kind of you know what I'm talking about. But having an opportunity to have our real conversation. Not that we don't have real conversations here on this, but we all know that we're live. So therefore, that you're going to bite your tongue sometimes with what you say, or you're going to maybe say it differently because like, man, I'm live. I don't want to say it. I would like to have that opportunity to have that moment behind stage where you're recording, but then everybody has the opportunity to kind of see what's up.
Yeah.
But then pick those moments that you'd like to share out to people of some real talk.
Yeah, because there's usually some gems backstage. Yeah.
I've thought about that. It's just you got to make sure the guys you're with, which you do, you don't mess with nobody you don't really have that feeling for. But you just gotta make sure everybody's on agreement of what can go on and what can't. Because unfortunately, we do got to bite our tongue here.
Yes.
Or we got to be careful and just don't want to step on toes because the subject matter isn't worth losing 15 subscribers for. It's like,
it's not.
Yeah, that's
not.
true. Very true.
So it would be cool because, like you said, backstage, man, there's some gems.
There is
real campfire conversations happening. It's just
yes, and that is beautiful podcast stuff. That is perfect kind of riding down the road kind of stuff and listen to, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
at least I would, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like that would be something I would tune in and then be, you know, like,
Oh.
what are they talking, you know, what are they talking
Oh,
about? And then get pulled in and be like, oh shit, I hear this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's how the bigger podcasters do it, right? They don't do lives. They pre-record and
Yep.
edit in and edit out. That way, everybody is comfortable with what's being produced. I mean, it's just you know, everybody knows how it is. It's a strange situation. Like, you know, we're live, we're in the public eye, so you do got to be careful what you say, you know. But I do fully believe that if some people heard some of the stuff we talk about, they would go, you know, that's how I feel. I just can't say it. I just can't say it.
Like that.
You know,
But you know, we could handle it like this then with the technologies that's available. Then, like, you know, for those of us that was going to be a part of what was going on back screen, then back screen we could also be a part of the editing process.
Yeah.
And sit with a shared screen and be like, nah, man, I don't know if I even want that on there. You know, like be able to make them decisions together and say, yeah, let's put together that half hour part of it right there. That's a good segment, or that was a great, and it really can be something that's a shared adventure. Because I feel what you're saying, brother. I think that there's gems dropped. I feel what both of you are saying the same thing to me, and me and Sean's had these same conversations in the back. Where, man, it's not like we're saying anything we wouldn't want our regular community to hear.
No.
It's just the conversation got led there differently.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, you know, just the lead into the conversation made the point behind it even better. And it wouldn't have happened if it hadn't have been just backstage where we were all just chilling, vibing. You knew you wasn't live, so you could hit your little vape and you could do your thing. You could sit here and just be cool, go grab you a drink and you know, whatever. So I just really think that's something that maybe for our wintertime excursion coming up, Brother Clint and Brother Shine, and of course always a little sweet tea in the back. But you know, that would be something cool for us to maybe do once in a while. Have those conversations, and then have the opportunity to maybe, you know, instead of doing live stuff, have some pre-recorded things that we start putting out in a different kind of way. Different kind of way.
I like that idea. I like that.
I do too, because like I've been reading like a bit about like these community guidelines and like stuff like that, and like there's a surprising amount of words you're not allowed to use, like on YouTube.
Yes.
And like I got wondering and thinking about a few things that I did on my own channel, and I was like, well, I definitely use those words, you know what I mean? So,
it's like I use that word at the dinner table, man. Like,
right? So it's like
I didn't even know what the word meant. I was reading the name on the comment, man.
We must shadow ban this evil individual.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're saying even when you're beeping it out. Like, come on.
Considering the list of words, I don't even understand why they even put the option on there to put "not for children." You know, it's like, like why you even giving me that option when I can't say half these words? You know, it's
that's
you know,
well, it takes
funny,
a lot of stuff off the table.
It does. You can't use the G word. You got to say something like pew pews or something like that. You can't talk about what happens.
Like
you can't talk about what happens when you stop breathing. You can't mention them words. You know, it's like what, like,
and then like that's what got me off guard. I'm like, so this whole algorithm thing they're talking about, is it more to like take people away? Because it's like there's definitely words, once it identifies it will drop that video. I've seen it happen myself.
Wow,
it just won't move. And I'm like, holy smokes. Like there's one in particular I did at the very beginning, and he's a popular person, but not so popular. And I just played part of his clip in my thing. And like that I'll watch it go, boom, and just stop instantly. And then everything after that for like a month didn't move. Like nothing. I can show you, like, you just see this drop right off. So yeah,
Dang,
I was surprised about it, actually. So
That's crazy, ain't it, man? I'm with
Yeah.
you, brother Clint. Like, why do we have to market as like not for kids? Like, what's the purpose of that then?
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was why that we marked the stuff and didn't do stuff for the kid. Like, my stuff is not marked for kids. I don't mean for it to be for kids.
No,
I feel like it's okay for kids to hear what I'm saying.
I think so.
But my point is, you market that way so that it's not being pushed to kids like that. You know, our audience is not. You know,
it makes you wonder if there's something more to it. Like, I mean, there's the obvious words that, like, you know, the 4-letter ones that, like, you know, okay, probably should avoid those just in general, right?
Yeah.
But like, if you're trying to describe, like, let's say we wanted to talk about something that's happened in the news and it had to do with an encounter between two individuals, the words that I use to describe that literally can take the whole thing down, right? Like, and it's literally the words to describe it. Like, if I was to speak to anybody off,
that's kind of like taking your free speech from you.
Yeah, so it makes you start asking some questions.
I mean,
like, what is this really about? Like, you
it
know,
really does. It's insane. It makes no sense. But yet, on the same platform, you go scrolling through lives, and who cares what you hear? It's hard to tell what you might see that they allow to go. Like, okay, so people can look at this, but if I use the GUN word because of something that happened out in the street, you know, I get censored. Like,
that's
I don't understand it. The logic
I don't either.
What is it the girls say? Make it make sense. Make it
make it make sense. Make it make sense to me, please.
Yeah,
man.
like if you give a workaround and a loophole and that's acceptable, but you're muffling me here, well, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
And then there's the other side of it where they're like, as you were saying, Clint, like with the lives, like there's sometimes I scroll through there and there's a couple, I won't even give them any credence except for the fact that like what they're saying and the words they're using and the amount of people that are there, it's like, are you all just here for like a good old beatdown? Because that's what it seems like. And I'm like, how does that fly? How do you not shut these channels down? It doesn't make any sense to me, really.
I don't get it. I heard a fellow YouTuber on here that I stop in and see every once in a while. Lives out in the mountains well, I think it's Canada that he lives. I think he lives in Canada. It's or Alaska, maybe. Okay, maybe it's Alaska. I don't know, but it's out in the mountains, man. Like you've got bears and wolves and cougars and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about the good kind of cougars. I'm talking about them.
No.
And you know, he said that he was talking about that he got his whole channel got took off because he was doing a live video walking through a trail in the woods and he had a gun on his hip. Or a gun on or whatever. And he wasn't in the street. He was just in the woods, man. Just walking around, man.
See,
and that's kind of, man. Now they did take he did explain the situation, and he said that they took the thing down, or took the ban, unbanned him, whatever, however you say that, but that it was a mess to get it done, like to get it, and he was like, not doing that no more. I'll just take my chances with the wolves, I guess. And it's like, well, that's kind of like, I could see you saying it's not. Like you couldn't do that if maybe you were in a city or something, but if you're out in the woods, like, like it's kind of obvious, like, man, there might be something bigger than me that finds me hungry. But like,
it'd be crazy to be walking around there without one of those. You know what I mean?
Like, they should be banning him for not, like, dude, that's dumb. Don't do that no more.
But seeing a grizz up close, I guarantee you that's probably just going to be something that gets him razzled up. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but I've watched channels though before I become a creator. In January, I was watching YouTube, and some of the stuff I watched was people going out to target ranges.
Yeah.
And, so how do they get away with it? And then, like, I watch this dude, the Fat Electrician. I don't know if y'all ever watch his stuff. He's hilarious. He tells like stories of history, like usually military stuff for the U.S., but then he'll also talk about things like the people that started Taco Bell was a Marine. So he'll tell a story, or Little Caesars or something. He's really good at it, man. He's hilarious, and he cusses his ass off. And, he's ex-military. So his studio is in his den, and behind him is a giant GUN safe. and he has an AR stretched out on his coffee table like a decoration, and it's there in plain view. He's got a Mossberg in the corner leaning up against the wall. And I'm like, well, now I get that he probably doesn't care about AdSense and stuff like that because he's got such a large following, he gets sponsorship.
Yeah.
But how come they don't just shut him down like they do other creators who have one on their hip when they're walking through the woods? You know?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right. That
is it because he's making them a bunch of money at that point? So the rules are
well, you know what I mean? Like you think about the amount of work you got to put in just to like get to where like any one of our or Tommy's pages are right now. Like they're making money off of that before you ever make $1, right? So yeah, it seems like kind of give me a reason kind of mentality that they have, because I know there's two big guys. I can't remember their names right now, but they do like a lot of like going into rough neighborhoods and stuff like that. Like you know, Tommy G, if you ever heard of him, they're buddies of his, right? So they both recently, like they've been doing this for, I don't know, 10 plus years or whatever it is. And they both just got clipped. And now two of them are trying to build one thing together. And like these guys have built like their whole lives based off of their pages, right? So basically what happened was they came back at them and took stuff with like when they would do like gang interviews or something like that. So they got them for like throwing up gang signs. But this was from like 3 years ago. So they like let it ride. And then, okay, there's enough people doing it now in another way, or they don't want to show that. They don't want to talk about it. The channel's still up. You know, they're still running ads on it, but those guys are not making any money off it. And like one of them like was really seriously talking about how much it's affected his life. Like his wife has left him. He's losing his home. And like, you know, he was kind of joking about barely hanging on, but you could tell he wasn't joking, right? And like, if you watch a couple of episodes of the new one, he still referenced it. You can tell like this really knocked the wind out of the guy. And he says like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I don't even know where I'm sleeping tonight. So what a change, right?
Man, that sucks, man. That sucks. And it's like, it doesn't, those rules don't really, I don't even know how that I don't know how that makes sense. I don't know what that's protecting. I don't understand what that is.
Dollars for certain corporations, probably.
I'm starting to think it really ain't so much about protecting as it is a way for them to a tool for them to use.
Yep.
To ban you from being monetized, even though you've reached monetization. But the ads are still going to play. The advertiser is still going to play that ad. So instead of you getting a piece of it, all of it, I'm guessing, is just going to the YouTube. So they use this tool. They ban your AdSense. They're assuming he'll make money with sponsorships. He'll make money with Cash App, Venmo, something like that. We're going to ban his ads, but we're going to take all the money.
Yep, you know? That's right. And that's what they'll do.
You got 300, 500,000 followers, and you're dropping 2 or 3 videos a week. That's a lot of AdSense.
Yeah, and like that leads me to another thing that a buddy of mine told me when I started. He's like, make sure you back up all your stuff. He's like, make sure you have it on an extra drive, so if that ever happens, like you can switch platforms and go to Rumble or something like that, should you so choose to do so. But he had a similar experience, and it was just, he's like, once bitten, twice shy. So I was thankful for that, because I never would have thought of that. I'd be like, oh, it's up here. It's on YouTube. It's fine. But if they lock you out, now they got all your stuff and you don't have access to any of it unless you got it backed up, right? So
I heard also you can, once you have like 300 or more subscribers, I don't know, I think it's 300, you can sync YouTube to Rumble as well. So everything automatically goes to Rumble.
I don't know the exact number, but it is something like that. I do know that. Yeah, you can sync it right to it, and when you're live, it just automatically connects and goes live there too, right? Yeah.
So you don't lose anything; it's all there.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know, man. Yeah, because that stuff takes up. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I do a lot of it on my laptop. So like, you know what I mean? I gotta constantly be moving them over to the drive, so I have space to do more work. So yeah. But yeah, because there's some real strange stuff. Because I remember when me and Guy were trying to figure out, like, well, like, should we play our own songs? Should we be putting our own songs on here? Because the copyright thing was kind of where it started for us. It's like you would read like the copyright rule for the real world, as I'll call it, like out here. And like that is a totally different rule than what they're using in the digital format. And it pretty much summarizes as this: should you break any of the guidelines, you will be locked out and we own your intellectual property. And that's not just with this platform, that's with some of the distributors that like, well, that we could have potentially picked in the beginning for like putting our music out on different platforms. So you really got to read it. But pretty much in the end, like there's a lawyer who's on here, and she does like her own page, and she's a musician as well. And she was saying like, yeah, like you really got to read all these details. And even if you do, they're going to tie you up forever, that eventually it becomes too costly to fight it. Right. So yeah, lots of things to think about, I guess.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
The YouTube rules are vague.
Very vague.
And they're vague on purpose. They're vague on purpose.
Yeah, conveniently vague. Yeah.
Yes, to their benefit. You know, that's what it's all about.
Yep. I agree.
They basically make it to where that there's a out for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They got you hooked.
The house wins every time, man. The house always wins,
dude. That's the way I feel when I try to like read the copyright like rules and stuff. By the time I get done with it, I'm like, what
legal jargon?
It's like, dude, like I don't even know what that means. As soon as you post it
to our platform, it is ours. Should we decide to take it from you? Have a great day. Yeah.
Dang, man. Like it just don't even make no good sense.
So what do y'all need to do? Do you got to trademark your music before you drop it, or is there something like that?
No, even with that, like you go through and like you put your name on there and all that kind of stuff, right? But even with all of that, they can still loophole you and get a hold of your stuff. And like that's just that side of it. Should somebody from another platform or another part of the world, or maybe my neighbor, be like, hey, I really like that song, or I like that idea for a video, they can just take it and then put it up on another platform, be like, hey, I'm Shine Dig. It's a deep fake. It's a deep fake, people.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
So, you know.
But I just look at it like this, dude. I put mine out on the through DistroKid so it can get shared to the other platforms.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, if I make a few cents on it, cool. Yeah. If somebody can do something better with it, okay. Yeah, good luck with it.
Find out like 15 years from now, like Slow It On Down was a #1 hit in Hong Kong and made $1 billion.
Like, like at this point in the game, it's like, surprise me.
Yeah. Is that the kind of surprise you want?
That's the video I want to see. A bunch of China people just walking down through Beijing going, slow it on down.
Take the time it takes.
I want to see that video so bad.
It's like, like how they have like the Chinese Elvis. They'll have the Chinese guy.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to be right in front of them with the clacker. Clearing a pass, baby. Clearing a pass.
I can see it, man. We've joked about that before. We're like, maybe we should just like hop countries and become like the Filipino Elvises or something.
I mean, hey, I ain't past it. I mean,
Yeah. Why not?
They are. Hey, they're really lovers of music and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying,
man.
That's what I'm
saying.
They
love music, bro. So
they're also very, very good. So
yeah,
might be more competitive than here.
Yeah,
we can stay where we're at.
Yeah, I'd have to go on my looks alone. Yeah. I've just promised myself years ago I just wouldn't do
that. Not again. Not again.
There's 2 or 3 of them Filipinos that I follow, and there's 2 or 3 out of the bunch that really got no business being on YouTube. Like they should have a contract. Like,
dude, you're not kidding.
Oh yeah,
you're not kidding.
Oh yeah.
They some of them are real rough. Some of them are decent. Some are good. But there's 2 or 3 that are like, okay,
you're over the top.
Who's
Miss Jovel's one of them. Miss Jovel's
one
one of them. She's got some
Jovel.
lungs, bro.
That fella who plays the guitar,
and sings, the young fella.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he is amazing, man.
Yeah.
That one lady and that fella, the fella plays guitar and the lady sings. They do a lot. They do covers a lot. It's not Jovel, but man, they're good too.
The ones from Germany.
Well, no, those are good too.
Oh God, they got a couple of them that are amazing.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
I wish I knew their names rather than just, you know.
If
you guys like want to know who we're talking about, if you go to Big Jack Storytime, you can check out We Be Jammin', and all these artists are on there. So,
yeah, the links will be there for you to find.
Yeah. And it's worth checking out. Like,
dude, those two right there. Yeah, that's they're next level.
Yeah.
They're next level.
Miss Eds, have you ever heard Miss Eds sing? EDZ, Miss Eds?
I think so.
She, oh my God, dude, she looks like an opera singer. Look at but to hear her sing, man, she can hit. Jancy can hit the right song. Jancy can hit.
Chancy's another one. Chancy's another one, man.
The right song, that girl can hit hard, man. But the guy with the guitar, I think his name starts with an R, like Ramzest. Is that it?
Ramzest.
Man, you got a good memory, bro. That's
really good. I've been going to Dappers for a long time. I've been going to.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was curious about. With that crew. Like, I didn't know if he was like running like a production company or something for them. Like, I mean, he's very, you know what I mean?
With his crew on Saturdays on Walla Walla, and that's all his production.
Okay.
You know? And then some of them are other crews, like Mom she's her own thing. Ed's, she's her own thing, but sometimes they come and collaborate with Dapper and do a Walla Walla show with them. I mean,
man.
They
keep keep a tight ship too, bro. They do a good job as far as running a show. They do a really good job, man. I'm fortunate that we have them in our community to kind of takes a little bit of lessons from in that way, because Dapper, shout out to you, man. He's a showman, dude.
He is a production engineer 100%.
Yes,
he can throw a show on. If it was Barnum and Bailey Circus out here, he'd be out here running the entire thing.
Yeah.
And he would be on point with it. He would.
He would. There wouldn't be no loose ends.
No.
But yeah, man, they're to me, they're doing it the way that I see. Like you can run a tight ship, but you can still have a lot of fun if you just go at things the right way. And they do it. They do go at things the right way. It seems to me like it. What do I know about right or wrong? I
think it's as far as you can go with the resources they have, and you're using YouTube. It's about as good as it can get without it becoming an actual big production.
It is.
I think it's about as top as you're going to get. Next level is okay. We're getting sponsors. We're getting a real production team.
Mm-hmm.
Camera crew, all this kind of stuff. I mean,
that's the next step.
Well, I mean, and you couldn't say that there'd be anyone any more deserving.
No, he worked for it.
He worked.
Everyone of them. As Big Jack says all the time, like, you know what I mean? He's like, just like for him, and like I think about it too, is like the obstacle for one to learn the language, like to learn English, and then to be able to sing and play like the way that they do. It's just something else. It is mind blowing, because like there's been a few versions of songs I've heard. I'm like, oh, this is better than the original.
Yeah,
like
100%. Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir. Well, I tell you, I had Jancy one time. I got lucky and was able to put a request in. I was like, what do I want to hear? And I grew up in the 80s, so I'm a big Chicago fan. That was the first slow songs that I slow danced to in school. So I was like, can you play some Chicago? And she goes, I don't know, but let me pull it. She pulls it up, and she pulls up Inspiration. It dude. First time singing it. First time, I was like, oh my God, this is better than Chicago.
There you
I
go.
mean,
Right?
she just,
Yeah.
I almost fell in love with the girl.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
wow.
there's one, and I only ever seen her on there once, and she goes, "What's that song? Don't you want to take her home?" And she like gets ripping on Maria. I want to see you. I'm like, this is deadly. I watched it on replay like 40 times. Yeah, I could see
Isn't
how
that Jovel?
I was
Isn't that
going to
Miss
say
Jovel?
Jovel. That's Jovel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's unreal, dude.
Yeah, and she's a good musician too. You know,
Yeah.
I remember Jovel when I first started watching her. You can tell too. She's very shy.
yeah.
And then one day she just let it go. And
Yeah.
girl, what are you holding back for? Like, you
No
got
doubt.
it. You
No
got
doubt.
it. There's
No
nothing
doubt.
to hold back, man. I was like,
She was actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I know I'm not, but it was her birthday party, and it was by her request that Dapper have me on as part of the panel for the
that's
Wild
awesome.
Wild, man. Yeah, it's
That
Miss
is awesome.
Jovel. Because I had been to, a couple of her lives and listen to her videos, and I was, as a person that just likes music, I'm like, man, you do an outstanding job. Like when I give you a compliment, I mean, like I mean it. Like that was really good. That's a hard, like I know what a hard vocal song sounds like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know what it's like for me to try to hit certain parts of songs. It's like there's certain songs I won't even I'll steer away from just because I know I can't nail it. The part that's important, I can't get it.
Yeah.
Those songs that she's trying to pull off and does pull off, they're hard.
Yeah.
They're hard songs to sing. For
And
the
they're
person that
long,
did
too,
them, they
dude.
probably didn't do them that well all the time.
No.
You know what I
Definitely.
mean?
It's like when I seen her do that one song, I'm like, is that a like karaoke mic? And like, you know what I mean? And she's like, I'm like, what is happening right now? Get rid of this gear? I quit. Yeah, but like, absolutely amazing. Yeah,
It is, man.
Great community. Yeah.
Talent.
And they're always happy. It's just, you go there, it's always
Yeah.
a good mood, a good feeling, a good vibe. It's just enjoy. That's why I always try to turn Walla Walla on every Saturday morning, man. Even if I'm doing something, it's like y'all show. I'm gonna let it play. I want to hear it in the background. I'm gonna show Dapper some love because Dapper's big, but he'll take time to come to your show. At least pop in, say hey.
Yes, he will.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
I mean, for y'all, it's going to be hard because it's middle of the night to him right now. It's 1 o'clock in the morning there.
He has every once in a while. He's been a little live.
If he's up, he will. He will do it. He will.
Yep.
Who else with 100 and some thousand followers does that regularly?
Right.
Does that, and he doesn't just do our shows. He does people's shows like.
Yeah. And he'll recognize you in the comments. You know what I mean? He'll and that kind of showed me that there is an opportunity for you to have a show that's based around entertainment, not necessarily teaching something. Because that's what his is based around, is entertainment. Like I want you to laugh. I want you to think I'm silly because he does all of his all of his stuff, and, and he's got that. It is just funny, and he's silly as hell. Like, hey, it's Dapper, man. Like, here we go.
Hey, everyone on GuyNShine here. I have a poll up right now.
Okay.
What is it? What does it say?
Based on what we were talking about.
I don't know.
The poll is, what's your top backup platform?
Oh, well, right now nothing.
What was the question again?
What's your top backup platform if YouTube decides to ban or demonetize you?
Well, I got a little spot out here at the food bank. That's
always true in person.
They welcome me. They welcome me on most days. But other than that, I just don't know.
I ain't got one, man. I
forgot about the polls.
Here's the thing: the only way I would even consider other platforms is if I did have to already, make it. If I make it, okay, I got to rethink this entire process. Other than that, it's YouTube, and if it don't work, then it just didn't work. It's time to do a new option. That's my mindset.
I kind of feel you like that.
Yeah,
a little bit. I have a little different view.
But now if I get bigger, I see,
Mhm.
okay, I can really do something with this. Well, then you got to get that business mindset going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or,
Like as you grow, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say I may add another couple, maybe add
Yeah.
one more in and add other things in. But I'm with you on the whole idea that like to get my foothold, either YouTube's going to be how I get my foothold, or a guy ain't gonna get a foothold.
yeah, yeah.
Because I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't spread like that, bro. Like dude.
I tried
it's like-
messing with Patreon and just in case something happened, like, you know what I mean? But you have to already be like, you know what I mean, cooking in one platform, and YouTube seems to be the best one to do that. Along with like the other little things, like you can tag on Instagram or X or whatever you want to use, TikTok if you want to. But as far as like the platform goes, yeah, you want to wait till you get a bit of heat, I'd say, before you go over, because like you got to pay for some of it too, right? Like, so it's just another thing to add on. I mean, whatever.
Well, and here's the other thing:
Just
if I
going
get
first.
if I get booted off of YouTube, chances are whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna get booted off the other platforms.
You're going, yeah. You done
I'm gonna
met,
be-
you done
I'm
marred
gonna be-
up. Then.
That's why a lot of people like Rumble, because Rumble, like, is a no holds barred, as the word implies. You can let her rip on there, like whatever you want to talk about. If people want to listen, they'll listen, right? And because when they took Brand down, Russell Brand, right? They took him down. They demonetized him over those alleged things that I won't say because you're not supposed to. Right? He went over there, but even after, like, this is the crazy part that I thought, like, really found him, because this guy had like 7 million like subscribers and followers. He was number 2 behind Rogan for the longest time, and then they swept the rug out from underneath of him. Then he did his own investigation. Like, he didn't give any real credence to it. He's like, I'm not breathing into this. Like, I've always been this way. If you know who I am, like, I've never made any bones about hiding any of this stuff, but I've never hurt another individual, right? Was his stance. That was the end of it. So 3 months goes by after he does his own private investigation. I'm not sure if he was already on Rumble or if that's when he made the switch to Rumble, but he carried on that side of things. And then he came back and he just presented the paperwork and the findings of the accusations of everything. Nothing was ever brought like legally against him. So even after he presented all this evidence, they were still like, no, YouTube's like, no, we're going to keep running your stuff. So he'll run 20 minutes or so of an hour that he does on here and be like, if you want to see the rest, come to Rumble, because they're going to shut it down. Right. So, yeah. So, which is weird because, I mean, there's not really anything, like, I seen the guy, you know what I mean, where I'd be like, oh, that's outlandish or like whatever. I mean, like, I might not agree with what you're saying, but it wasn't anything other than the same conversation the three of us would have if we weren't maybe right here, right live right now. Right. So,
right.
I like some of his insights. I like the way he dives deep in his thoughts and looks at things.
Me
I
too.
like that. Like, he really makes me ponder sometimes. I mean, I'll be like, damn, I didn't see it that way, but now I can see why you do. So I got to look at this a little bit different.
Yeah. And especially with him in the UK, man, like, I hadn't stopped in and seen any of his stuff in a minute. And I was watching some of the stuff going on over there right now with, like, kind of how this conversation started about how there's certain words you're not allowed to use. And the headline was 30 UK residents arrested per day due to speech laws. Like, they're arresting people for putting certain stuff up and, like, coming to your house and being like, hey, like, this is insane. And I Canada's passed legislation. There's bills in place that if, hey, man, they don't like the cut of your jib, so to speak. And there doesn't seem to be, again, any real solid foundation as to what are the black and white rules on this stuff. There's a lot of gray area that conveniently works for a certain, agenda, if you will.
Exactly.
So, oh, there we go.
I hear background music.
Get that grooving.
Right.
Rumble was actually, it was like headquartered originally, I think still is. They're looking at moving it, but in Canada, Rumble's from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solidarity, man.
I'd probably get in trouble on something like Rumble if they let anything fly. I'd take advantage of that a couple times.
Yeah, well, so would I, man. There wouldn't be any hard stops. I'll tell you that.
I think YouTube's a little nutty with the rules and regulations, but I do got to be regulated a little bit. I do. Yeah, it's for my own good.
Sometimes the self-regulator doesn't work so well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
You can let me have the run of the. You can let me have the run of the yard, but you better keep a leash on me. You better.
Yeah. A few borders is okay to keep me in because
yeah.
That's what I was saying earlier, bro. Is like me and Shine's talked about it before too. It's like I could go the other way. I could be a dick. I could really lean in on being a prick and start really being that probably would send us over the edge for real. Like if we all did that.
But it's like sense of the word.
Dude, I don't want to get here and like be a negative Nancy every day to do that. I would be that in real life eventually. It would just start.
What about like one day a week? Come on.
That would be cool. Like I pretty much dedicate one day a week to being a peckerhead anyway. So if you want to film it, let's go.
I got one of the weird personalities. I'm very headstrong on what I choose to do, but at the same time, around the right people, I can very easily be coaxed into being and it's so smooth. Like just somebody brings something up and a conversation starts.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm sitting outside, somebody's house and done knocked over the garage or something. Got a truckload of tools or something. Like, how the hell did this happen, man? I was just live tonight.
That got out of control quickly.
Yeah. The right
Get
people.
the reins on.
Yeah, the right people can make me put my mask back on. The right
hit that red line right away.
Hey, me and Guy, when we went live one of the first times at night months ago, we got to talk about when we was locked up, and I told him right then, I said, dude, I'm feeling this. Like this is too easy. Like I'm just the old Clint is coming up, and I kind of miss him. I got to stop talking about this. It's like, ooh, it's easy.
Yeah, you know what? That's an interesting. It is interesting because, like, I was talking to a close friend of mine about these kind of things, and he was like, "How you doing now?" I'm like, "Well, I'm trying to be like a 2.0 version of myself, but like that 1.0 guy, he likes to show up every once in a while, really screw things up for 2.0. So, it's a balancing game. You know what I mean? Because it's I can't let certain things ride. Like there's just certain things where I got to flip switch. I'm like, this is happening.
Well, I think Clint said it one time, back a while ago, man. And when you look at it from the angle of, for us, we're automatically a little bit muffled and a little bit honed into what we're doing because we're building a brand.
Yeah.
But to have a spot or a way to step outside of what the brand is you're building and be able to release what you got to say, now that would be awesome. Yeah. That would be when you get to really look, this is, you know what I mean? But when you're trying to build a brand, you have to keep yourself within a certain area. To me, I feel like you do, or you're just going to ruin your brain. You're going to just ruin what you're
shoot yourself in the foot, right? So
yeah. If you're not, please
maybe this recorded podcast she was talking about earlier, maybe this will be the outlet to do that.
I feel like there has to be, because there's too much real stuff to be said, and all of us have a good enough speaking language, and we're good enough with our words that it don't take foulness for us to get our point across.
No.
And in a real kind of way, and people be like, "Damn, man, that dude meant exactly what he just said."
Truth be told, before we found, like, literally, I think we had done like 14 pre-recorded episodes of like what this show eventually became live. Yeah. So I still have that stuff, and I watched the playback. Like our demeanor is different, like because you're relaxed, and we were just sitting there going back and forth about stuff, and there was a lot of great conversation in there where you're like, You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man,
Like,
there
so
is a
both
lot.
formats are cool. You just got to kind of remember when you're doing it at the time, right?
Yeah.
So,
But now
It's-
having the ability though to like for all of us to be back like for this platform, all of us to be able to be backstage chilling,
Mm.
and then a good conversation come up, and that's enough to cue to say, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and hit record and let this. I'm just gonna let it go now. We're all feeling good. We're all talking. We're all hanging out. Let's hit record and catch what we catch, and then try your best to forget about that record after that. Try your best to just forget about all that.
Yeah,
And just be like,
honestly, I personally vote for whoever starts the stream up and whoever's the owner of the stream.
yep.
Have it record as soon as we show up. I mean, when we show up, just go
Yep.
and have it recorded. We don't even need to hear the word record. It's already recorded.
yep.
We just, you know,
I agree. I
like
agree
that.
with you, man. I agree with
Like
you.
if we say, hey guys, let's meet in the stream at 7, then as soon as you come in,
You
it's
know.
already
Exactly. Because it's true. Because I was doing that with a few other people, and like if you're like, okay, I'm gonna record now, you can feel the shift.
yeah.
So like I told them the exact same thing that you said. It's like, just know we're recording everything, and I'll say it once. I'm not gonna say it again. So then when people come in, it's just natural, and you're doing your flow. Because there is something about it, right? It's like
There is.
there's that
yeah,
energy.
there is.
Well, there's that, and I'm also thinking like a content creator, why miss the entrance? Because sometimes there's
Yeah.
a good entrance. Somebody shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know
You know,
what might happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody entered the panel in a wild way, and I can see guy going, "Damn, man, I wish I had the record button going."
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so you might as well just have it all, and we just cut out what ain't good or
Yeah.
what we don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
as we're
Dude,
going along,
And we got Tommy the Machine that can do this stuff in like 10 seconds, man. So
Nail
like,
it.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Man,
as
I
we're
think-
going along, if you say something you feel like you want to retract, just say it right away. That way, it's in the recording.
Yeah.
So, like,
Please edit that out. We'll
you
keep
take
it in.
as we go, you know, as we go, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe, and that might be a signal for the editor, whoever's editing, when they see a hand
It's-
go up. Oh,
yeah.
Let me stop. You know, let me stop. They want something out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a good idea, dude. That's
Remember minutes 14 through 48. Please remove all of that. Yeah, exactly.
And that's probably an idea too. Everybody have their own little notebook, and if
Yeah.
you do say something you want out, look at the minutes real quick and write it down. That way, everybody
Yeah.
can give it to the editor. Be like, hey,
Or if in your mind you think that a certain portion of what we just did was great, then mark those times down and
Yeah.
say, I'm gonna bring this up when we start talking
Yeah.
about this, that I feel like in this section right here was a great conversation or a great piece of a conversation.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
you're talking about being able to pump out material after material, because those can all be separate videos at that point, like
oh yeah,
separate 10-15 minute, whatever they are.
And then just schedule them out, man. Like
Yeah.
on that regular schedule. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's this has been a great brainstorming.
This is
experience.
all good stuff, and one thing I use, you can put all those like mental notes in there, and I use AI to help comb through the content, so AI will pick all that up.
Cool, dude.
But with that
Excellent.
note, we're actually getting to the 2-hour mark, and if we go past 2 hours, then StreamYard won't let us generate. It's not impossible, but it won't let us generate past 2 hours.
Okay.
I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
No
All right.
rules are
All right.
rules. You know.
Well, I appreciate hanging out with y'all. You know,
Oh,
I know I was just popped up, but hey, man, hey,
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Let me know what I want to do about this. I'm damn sure available, to put something down with it and get in on some of them or all of them. Whatever. However
Yeah,
y'all
man.
work, I'm available. Don't, whatever y'all choose to do, I will be available.
Well, dude, in this little adventure that I think me and you and Shine we may not be coming at things with the same exact personality, same exact thing, which is what makes it good. But we are common in the fact that we want an audience. We want to build a platform in which that when we have something to say, there's people that listen. And I feel like it starts with being able to network with one another. You help each other. You help figure
more
out,
money, man.
ways of getting that foothold, ways of getting that little bit of traction, man. So I'm all about it, guys. I love it. And let's just be honest. We got the stuff to do it. Why not?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we got the tools.
Yeah, the
That's it.
tools to do it.
We got the tools, but we got the mojo too. We got the
And we got the
personality. We got the respect. We got the respect. That's one thing we have. We all have mutual respect both ways, given and taken.
Absolutely, very good.
Yeah, that's
very
important.
good point, man. Yeah,
it works out. It can't be a bad thing.
I don't think so.
Can't be a bad thing.
You know what I mean?
Well, even if we don't ever put nothing out, bros, we get to talk with each other and maybe learn some stuff about one another we maybe didn't know or whatever, man. And that's a win. That's a win.
Yeah. Well, this is you know what I mean. It's a big, firm belief of mine. It's like you got to be able to do what we're doing right now in order to like not only better yourself, but hopefully your communities and your family, if that's a situation. Because I mean, a lot of people have lost this skill set of being able to be like, well, we can all talk about one subject and not one of us have the same opinion on it, and that's okay. Like, you know what I mean?
That's fine.
That's okay, because I'm going to learn something from Clint. I'm going to learn something from Guy. And maybe I've never thought of it that way. Okay, cool. All right, let's do this.
Well, guys, we're coming up on the 2-hour mark. I got 50 seconds to say bye, brother Clint. I appreciate your advice, my brother.
Man, it was great chatting.
Love y'all, man. See y'all
Wednesday. One love,
brother.
brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Everybody out there that within earshot, we appreciate you. If you don't mind, hit the like button. Subscribe if you feel so led. Share the live stream out. We all appreciate you very much. This is Guy, Shine, and a little bit of sweet tea. Please go support our new shared channel together.
Sweet tea, baby.
Little sweet tea. Good vibes, all my friends. We appreciate y'all being here.
Appreciate you guys.
You guys have a good one, man.